Hello everybody. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. This is going to be one for specifically your soulmate and January 2021. So if you're wondering if there's anyone special coming into your life, or there's going to be some new developments with someone that you've been chatting with a little bit as of lately, then definitely stick around and see. We have foil piles, as you can see. The 4 piles, if I can actually speak properly. We have pile number 1 with magic, pile number 2 with completion, pile number 3 with thunder, and pile number 4 with beauty way. I, of course, am going to be doing my rolling the dice with the numbers and the letters as well. And since this is a soulmate reading, a love reading, I also did channeled messages as with my last reading as well for love. So we're going to be reading little messages that came through to me while I was pulling cards for each pile. This would be something that the universe wants you to know specifically, or something that your soulmate wants you to know in regards to everything going on in January. So go ahead and decide whichever one of these images is the one that is drawing you towards the most, or whichever one of the words. This does have a little bit of there's a buffalo herd here. I don't remember what this is called, but it's not just a snake. We have a dragonfly with a lotus over here, and then of course we have this girl here that kind of looks like she's got wings a little bit. So whichever one you were drawn to the most, the description box is going to have the timestamps. A wee bit of a disclaimer though, these are generalized readings, so there might be something in here that will be for one person specifically, and then it could be something that you might not like, or something that just a message doesn't quite resonate with you specifically. So we're going to go ahead and do the readings. Pick whichever pile you were the most drawn to, and then of course the description box is going to have the timestamps. And we're going to start with pile number 1 as usual. Hello, pile number 1. If this is the one that you were drawn to because of the number 1, or because you were drawn to the word magic in this specific image. I do love that there's 33 up in the corner here. I'm absolutely obsessed with these cards. This is going to be your reading for, like I said, January of 2021, coming up here pretty soon. This is anything coming in for your love life, specifically for your soulmate as well. So if there's any messages or anything specifically coming in for your soulmate, then this is what we're going to see and how things are going to work. We have 5 tarot cards this time. Let's see if I can actually get them out of the pile. There we go. Quite a few cards. There's a good little amount of things to go for, but you know. So the first one that we have here is Justice. These cards have crystals that are associated with them, so sodalite is associated with this card. I speak my truth and fairness to myself. So this is very much about balance. This is about obviously speaking your truth, knowing that whatever it is that you are trying to manifest in your life, this is because you are working on being your truest self as much as possible, basically. So I love that. Let's scoot that down a little bit. This next one, oh, well, look at that. We have the Lovers card. So the Lovers is also tied to rose quartz, naturally. I trust my knowing and make a commitment. This could be very much making a commitment specifically, of course, to, you know, a person that you've been talking to recently, or they making a commitment to you, whatever it is. This is also could be, you know, accepting a little bit more love into your life in general. But of course, since this is for soulmates, I really feel like January is going to be bringing in quite a thing for a good bit of you. Not all of you, but a good bit of you. The next one we have is the Ace of Swords with, Sugilite? Maybe Sugilite. I don't know. I always don't know how to pronounce that one. I'm terrible, but I am ready for a breakthrough to success. So this, of course, could be commitment related as well. I feel like because with the Ace of Swords specifically, obviously it's a double-edged blade, it's a double-edged sword. So when you have things coming into your life, you're making room for something new, essentially. So that could be right alongside with the commitment as well. You're making room for new things, because everything that's coming into your life, you're making room for it. You're cutting away new to, you know, make room, or cutting away old to make room for the new. There we go. Let's see if I can get my words right. This next one we have is the Nine of Wands inverted. So we're going to flip this around so you can actually see the card. Garnet is the card, or the crystal associated with the card. I am strong for as long as I need to be strong. So the Nine of Wands usually is a card about being very guarded, but also it comes into play of you not 100% knowing what you're wanting to do sometimes. So I feel like with this, there's no hesitation. You're ready for whatever it is that's coming your way. And that's usually how I read that card, and usually it's pretty spot on. The next one we have is the Ace of Wands. I love how you got 2 ace cards here. Garnet again. I am inspired to follow my passion. So I feel like for this, since of course this would be for your person, your soulmate, this is the love coming into your life in January. So I really feel like the room that you're making for is room for a new commitment. Your soulmate is coming in. They are going to be coming in pretty quickly. I feel like just January, I feel like for some of you, you might have felt something coming in. I'm going to move this over here. I feel like for some of you, you've been feeling things coming in pretty readily as far as what's going on with your December, maybe November for some of you. So I feel like for a lot of the times, definitely making room. Maybe that's what the magic is, manifesting exactly what it is that you're wanting to do. I really love that. So the next cards we have here is New Moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. So I feel like maybe what you're making room for is you're being more giving with yourself, more giving with someone else, potentially, of course. So it could be, like I said, with that Lover's card there, accepting more love into your life. So of course, giving love as well is, another way to make room for new things. And we have here with the full moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan. So with the practical plan, I feel like that could be, in terms of love anyways, more like a manifestation. There's a lot of things going on for you that you are manifesting, and you're manifesting love. You're working on exactly what it is that you want in terms of a partner, and you've been working on that. So I feel like I love that this is the new moon into the full moon, so I feel like there's a lot of things coming in that you've really been working on. There's a lot of things that you've been, like I said, manifesting and actually trying to bring into your life. You are sure of what you want, and you're working on getting it, essentially. So we have quite a few of these cards. I was very drawn to drawing in a lot of animal spirits for this one, using quite a bit of color, but this is the Porcupine Spirit, time for beginner mind. So I feel like with this one, this is like a kind of fool's energy in terms of the tarot, like the fool energy a little bit. You're ready for what is coming in. You are preparing yourself for what is coming in. You know that things are happening for a reason, and you're willing to work with that. You know that things are happening, and you're accepting of that. And we have here with the Bee Spirit. God, this card is so cute. Sweet results await. Like I said, right off the bat, there's a lot of things coming in for your January. There's so much love that is coming in for your January that your partner is just going to be there's going to be no stopping either one of you. There's just going to be coming in. If you are already in a relationship, then right off the bat, you're going to probably get a little bit more commitment from this person. You are going to give a little bit more commitment as well. If you're single, then January could be quite the month for you, which is very exciting. Here we have the Beaver Spirits with lay a solid foundation. So in terms of love for this, I feel like this one could be pertaining to just really like, how do I phrase this? Letting your desires be known, really, because a lot of times when you end up, again, if you're in a new relationship, a lot of times you don't really, say everything on your mind or whatever it is, because you're kind of scared of scaring them away. But I feel like with this one, really letting your boundaries and what you're okay with, things like that, laying a lot of your more important values right on the table, right off the bat, because I feel like this is a common, not problem, but I feel like this is something I've had a lot of people actually coming to me in readings as well, and just on a friendship level too sometimes, is there are a lot of people that they get upset because their partner does something, but then they're quiet about it. So I feel like if you just, let yourself be known and say, hey, this is what I'm comfortable with and this is what I'm not comfortable with, then I feel like that would definitely help along the way. Your next one here, we have the Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. So I feel like with that one especially is, like I was saying, your partner really coming in. You've been working on manifesting this love, this person, you've been making more room for what you want to include in your life. So I feel like that's going to be coming very, very soon. That's going to be something that's going to show up right off the bat, essentially, which I absolutely love. Next card that we have here is Lead the Way, Light Your Own Path. So with this card, this is about, being in charge of your destiny in a way. And I love how, like I said, magic, manifestation, taking charge and just making room, making your life and making your situation exactly what you want it to be is the theme pretty much of your reading. So taking the lead and literally lighting your own path and making room for what you want is going to be another big thing for you. And your last card, the Sacral Chakra, Core of Creation. I love this. So the Sacral Chakra is tied to a lot of your, what's the word I'm looking for? Passion, basically. I feel like for me anyways, I've noticed a lot of people saying that your root chakra and your sacral chakra, when they are in charge, so to speak, that's when your creativity is flowing. That's when your passionate energy is flowing and everything like that. I feel like it's a person who is knowing what they want and they're working on getting it. You're pretty much doing exactly that. You're leading the way, you're lighting your path, and you're not letting other people dictate what you should or should not be doing. I don't know where that one came from, but that pretty much just popped up right off the bat for me, or for you. So I feel like that's a lot of creation is coming into your life for this month, or well, for January specifically. There's a lot coming in. I'm very excited for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the, what are these? I always goof this up. These are the letters, okay? So the letter dice specifically is what I'm going to be doing here. If I can actually get it out of the bag here. So we're going to be pulling some letters and seeing if there's anything significant that pops up for that at all. And the letters can pertain to almost anything. It could be someone's initials. It could be an acronym of something that's specific to you. I have had it spell out love right before in a reading, so But we're going to see here what we get. So we have P, we have an L, there's a W, we have a K. I do see GOT, G-O-T. So what makes me think of that right off the bat is you've got this, which is nice. So I feel like that could be a thing as well, is that you really do, you have this, you've got this, whatever it is that you've been thinking about and dreaming about, everything that you've been trying to manifest in your life, you've got it in the bag, so to speak. So there's no room, I guess, for second guessing. This coming year, I've been saying quite a lot that 2021 is going to be the year of everything that you've been manifesting this year, you're pretty much going to get in this next year, which I'm honestly, I'm perfectly fine with. So we're going to be rolling these guys as usual. We're going to start with the white ones. And if you're new here, then the white ones usually represent something that's pretty significant in your life, more like the positivity. So this could be something that's going to potentially be your favorite day or whatever it is. These could add up to numbers or days or anything like that. So we're going to see what this is going to pull up for something significant in your love life for January. All right, we got 1, 1, and 6. Okay. So that could be the 26th, it could be the 16th, anything like that. So it's very interesting. I love how you got, snake eyes, so to speak, and then this has been sitting on a 2 the entire time. I love that. I love it, I love it. And then these black ones represent anything that's going to be significant, but also like how that's more positive significance. This is going to be something that needs to change in your life because something's just not quite working, so it needs to change up a little bit. So we're going to see what happens for that. 1, 2, and 6 again. So I feel like 6 could be significant. It could be the 6th of January very specifically. Or it could just mean January is when the ball is going to start rolling, and then all the way through until June is when everything is going to just be one thing after another. And then, of course, the red, even though these look orange on camera, the red ones represent the love specifically within your life. So I'm very curious if we get another 6. And we'll see what's coming in number-wise, if this pulls up a date or anything for January for your love specifically. Okay, so we got 1 and 2 again, but we did get a 4, which is very interesting. Very, very interesting. And when I say interesting, I don't mean bad, because I've had people go, oh my god, is that a bad thing? No, it's fine. Interesting just means I'm intrigued by what has happened, basically. Now I'm curious with this little guy. This is a lucky dice. This is going to be something that is significant to your luck in general. In this case, luck and love for your soulmate. These got bopped, and that's going to drive me crazy. Oh, gosh. Okay, so we'll see what's going to be happening for luck specifically for soulmate. All right, so we got a 5. That rolled actually in a pretty nice spot. So in terms of these numbers, I feel like there's going to be, like I said, something significant happening in the first 6 months of the year, especially because this is the start of it, of course. January, the start of the calendar year. So there's definitely going to be a lot happening. And you have 1 in every single one of these. So I feel like there's going to be something pretty much like from January 1st onwards is going to be pretty significant. I feel like you might notice a lot of synchronicities or something like that. There could be definitely something popping up that you're just going to have the moment of seeing all of this happening, of what you've been manifesting, which is great. I really love that. So, like I said, we're going to be grabbing the love message that I had pretty much popped into my head when I was pulling all of these cards. Oops. It says, I hear you. I am on my way. I will be there soon. So I feel like for all of this is very much like everything that you've been wanting, everything that you've been thinking about and dreaming about, like I said, just manifesting everything. You are magic. You yourself are magic. You are proving that by everything that is coming into your life right now. There's so much that's happening, so much coming in that you are just going to be so... I feel like a lot of you are going to be just outright surprised, like, holy crap, that worked type of moment. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're just going to be very surprised that things work, very surprised that this worked. I feel like for some of you, you are really working on manifesting the perfect partner. You're putting it out there on attributes and characteristics that you want this person to have, whether that's, even though it's a little silly, one of my personal characteristics is the person has to love animals, even though that's a real goofy specification, but it's just one of those things that's important to me, admittedly. So I feel like you've got this. You've got this. You've got it in the bag. You've got whatever it is you're wanting, you're dreaming, you're manifesting, desiring, and thinking about. You've got it. This is exciting. Things are going to start happening. Things are going to start moving forward right as January hits, I feel like. Some of you might be noticing some synchronicities going on right now and in the whole month of December. But I feel like once 2021 starts and January hits, it's going to be pretty intense for you. And that's very exciting. And group number 1, I'm very curious if any of this happens for you. If you end up with that, commitment happening under there hiding with the lovers. I feel like if the commitment does really happen, then that's very exciting. I'm very curious to see, not to be nosy, but just curious to see how much of this resonates for any of you, or if, some of you might end up with the commitment factor just, progressing a little bit further if you are in a relationship with someone right now as well. So definitely let me know if this resonates. I absolutely love it. I have some other 2021 predictions going on. I even have a love reading on my channel that's like love reading for the next 6 months, so that does go into next year as well. So definitely see if you've got some characteristics popping up for your person in the readings as well. I absolutely love hearing from you guys. I really, really do. So let me know how that goes. Like the video if this resonates as well. I try to post at least 1 video every week. Last week was a little hectic, but we will see what's coming in for your 2021 as well. And then until next time, pile number 1, know yourself and know your power. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If this is the one that you picked because you were drawn to pile number 2, or if it's because you were curious about the completion card. I really do love this one. It's very colorful, very interesting as well, and it pretty much looks like there's a little heart in the corner or in the center as well. So we will see what your soulmate reading has going on for 2021, this January coming up. Going to be starting with tarot cards per usual. It's a nice little pile. There's not a whole lot of cards in there, but we're also going to be doing the channeled messages as well. Like I said, we have this channeled message here of what that I basically felt needed to be said, or whatever was happening while I was pulling in all of your cards. So we're going to start with the tarot. First one we have is the King of Swords. These cards have crystal associations and the little phrases down here. So ametrine is associated with the King of Swords. I trust my ability to make a strategic decision. So I feel like in terms of your love, your soulmate coming in, I feel like this is a moment where a lot of you are really making the choices, really deciding, okay, what do I want in my life? Who do I want in my life? So I feel like for a lot of you, you're just making those choices and really being diplomatic. I feel like with the King and Queen of Swords as well, I feel like a lot of people are, very diplomatic. You're able to talk to people very easily. So I feel like for some of you, you might be very easily approachable, and a lot of people will be, inclined to talk to you pretty easily. So you could end up having a conversation with that person specifically in coming in January. If you're single anyways, and then if you're in a relationship, then it could be just, having conversations with your partner a little bit easier as well. Next one we have is the Queen of Pentacles. Pyrite is associated with the Queen, and I have everything I need to prosper. So I feel like for some of you, right off the bat, this is a situation that you are just, there is no need to think about anything else, essentially. We have pink here, and then we have green over here, so this does help me kind of like color association with like the high heart chakra and then the heart chakra as well. So I feel like a lot of that very much pertains to you just being you feel whole, you feel complete for a lot of you. You feel like there is no need to sit there and look for something else, because for a lot of you, you feel like you are completely at home. And then for a lot of you who are single and you are looking for your soulmate is calling to you and you are calling to them. I feel like this could be a situation as well with, this person will make it feel like home as well. So then the next one is the Knight of Cups. I know that the right person waits until I'm ready, with Angel Aura Quartz. So I feel like for some of you as well, this is coming in. We have him holding a single cup, single chalice. So I feel like this also helps to represent the Ace of Cups as well. So I feel like this one is like, and the Knights are not afraid of anything. The Knights are fearless. They drive on and they are very determined. There's a little bit more green, yellow, and then of course some blue there. So I feel like, while it's here with the heart mostly, here I feel like it's being able to, again, talk to people. Here we have the high heart chakra technically with the blue. So I feel like it's a lot of color combinations. Everything's kind of gradually moving on to be able to really connect to yourself and connect to your partner. Here we have the Hermit with turquoise. I follow my own path. I love this. I love this card. So I feel like for this, a lot of you are really setting the foundation for what you want in a partner. You're really, you know what you want, you know who you want, you know attributes and things like that of what you want in a partner. And I feel like for January, this is going to be coming in. You're going to be kind of, what's the phrase? The beat of your own drum. Basically, you're just going to be, strolling to the beat of your own drum. So you're going to be finding a partner that helps to match that beat, basically, coming in January. The next one is the Page of Wands with yellow calcite. I am always open to good news. So I feel like for this really is, because the pages are studious cards. They help, they come into a reading when you need to learn something. So I feel like the Page of Wands can also be learning about your own self, learning about your passion and things, always open to good news. So I feel like when a lot of good news comes in, you're just very excited about it. But also with the page, I feel, it's kind of igniting the flame a little bit and learning how to share your passion with other people, which I do love. Let's see if I can get these cards out. There we go. So your next two cards we have the gibbous moon, you are very close to achieving your goal. So I feel like for a lot of you, what you've been working on, like I said, a lot of the completion work that you've been doing, I feel like for some of you, you might have been carrying on, not really actually focused on, I need a partner. Some of you are like, meh, I'm okay single, happily single, happily dating myself, whatever phrase you prefer to use. And I feel like for some of you, achieving your goal by ignoring the fact that you don't need a partner is going to help draw one in. I know that sounds counterproductive, but that is actually how a lot of manifestation works. By continuing on to, I don't need a partner, I don't need this, I'm fine single, I'm fine by myself. And that's part of the completion. That's creating that full circle of, learning more about yourself, hit in different ways, hitting that hermit moment and going within yourself to learn about yourself, your passions, your emotions in order to achieve something. And I love that. The next one is look at the bigger picture with the full moon in Sagittarius. So for some of you, you might be an actual Sagittarius, or your partner might be a Sagittarius. So I feel like as well, you could end up in a situation in January where you're needing to, like I said, really talk to people, understand that, also, like I said, this person could make you feel like home, but also understand where your home is, like even with the Knight of Cups. I know that the right person waits until I'm ready. So if you feel like you are out of balance, then your person is not going to have any issues talking it out. So looking at everything from a bigger picture is also going to help you figure things out in that way. I feel like for January, you might end up talking a lot. So I feel like for a lot of you, it could be, because there's a lot of blue going on here. Even here, there's a lot of blue. So blue helps represent the throat chakra. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's talking a lot, letting your feelings and letting your emotions be known. That way you can have open conversations with your partner. If you're single, then it's kind of just putting everything out on the table. Not super early on, but pretty much right off the bats in a way when you first meet someone. Or a lot of you are that type of person where you just lay it out on the table when you first talk to someone, which isn't a bad thing. It can scare some people away, but I feel like this person is not going to be scared away so easily from you. We have quite a few animal spirit cards. We have the fox spirit with think on your feet. So I feel like this is going to be a situation where it's not so much having to, combat anything or anyone. I feel like this would be just really, I get like a lot of flirtation, because of course this card is very red, so I get like a lot of flirtation from this card. I feel like this could be a situation where you end up with like a very flirtatious conversation with people, or with this one person in particular. Like I said, this is very soulmate derived, of course, for this month, or for this reading, so I feel like you could end up with a very flirtatious conversation happening coming up in January. Even, like I said, even if you're not single, if you're in a relationship, flirting with your partner's fine. That's a good thing, okay? Keeps things interesting. And we have the White Raven spirit with trust in the magic. So I feel like a lot of you are really working on that completion cycle. You're really working on what it is that you truly want, and you're working on yourself as well. I feel like that's a good thing. Like I said, because there's a lot of green, there's a lot of blue, so I feel like a lot of you are working on healing your heart by speaking your truth. If you're not, maybe you should, just a wee bit. The next one, oh, I love this card. The Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit. So this is talking being generous to yourself, being kind to yourself, but also to other people and also to your guides. Excuse me. So I know a lot of people, they don't really recognize when synchronicities happen or things like that, because they are so focused on everything going on around them that they can't really see the bigger picture, so to speak. Excuse me. So I feel like for some of you, that could pretty much right off the bat be something that you're needing to do with the Lion Spirit, is to recognize the synchronicities and recognize when you ask for something and it kind of just gets thrown at you in a slightly different way. I feel like that could be pretty big as well. Last one for this section is the Whale Spirit. Oh, I love this card. I've never actually gotten this card in a reading, so there we go. Trust the Great Mystery. Another trust card, basically. And it's also talking about trusting yourself as well. I feel like this is trusting a partner. I get a lot of love from like when whale spirits come come into a reading, call into a reading, I get a lot of love from them because it's pretty much just like, whale spirits are just, the whale songs in general are just so calming. I love listening to whale songs. I have an entire album on my phone. I really get like that true love, perfect partner type of situation when whales come into play. And I really feel like that's going to be something coming into you, or coming in for you, in this coming month for January. Is pretty much, like I said, drawing in that soulmate, drawing in that perfect partner. It's just going to be a lot of open-minded communication, which might be a situation that some of you might not have had in the past, is being able to talk to your partner. And I feel like for a lot of you, it might throw you off a little bit because you're kind of used to being a little bit more, the one-sided relationship. You're the person giving and the other person is taking. And I feel like for this is a lot more about, it's equal. Your partner is going to be equal with you, and I feel like that might not be something most of you are used to. Last two cards we have here are Shield Your Energy and Look Beneath the Surface. So we have two look around you type of cards. So shielding your energy and looking beneath the surface, I feel like, is a card about obviously shielding your energy, protecting yourself, but also, when it says look beneath the surface, it also kind of channels the Hermit a little bit. Understanding that where you are coming from is valid. Your feelings, your emotions, everything is valid. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And then here we have Alignment. I love this card. And I love that we have dolphins here, because we also have a whale, and we have the Knight of Cups. So I feel like for a lot of you, water potentially could be like pretty significant. I feel like you might be a water spirit, or your perfect partner that you're drawing in could be an actual water spirit, water sign. So I feel like that is the thing too with alignment specifically. It's talking about the things that are coming into your life are aligning. Everything that you've been working on is working on aligning with you. And then of course, the steps you've taken have helped you come into alignment as well. Card. Okay. So we're going to be doing the letters and numbers as well. We're going to be drawing some letters first to see what we can get. These could be initials, an actual name, or a word significant to you coming in for your January. These ones can. Okay. Oops. GHWS. 2 W's, okay. PNAU. I want one more. Okay. Apparently 3 more. So then we have cute. Bye. So I feel like that is quite literally you saying bye-bye to everything that no longer served your purpose. Like I said, you're moving on, you're completing a cycle. There's a lot of karmic completion happening for you this month, and then potentially coming up in January as well. There's a lot of trust that you're going to need to have in the universe, but there's also going to be a lot of trust in another person, which I feel like for some of you is something you might not have had in the past. Because for some of you, like I said, you might not have been in a very equal relationship, so it was kind of throwing you for a loop a little bit. Going to be doing the dice as well, seeing what we can get for your love and your soulmate in January. The white ones are going to be, something significant that's going to happen for a good reason. It's something that needs to happen that's going to just really surprise you in such a good way. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, and 5. Interesting. Okay. Which is interesting, so of course that is 10, so I'm trying to look and see if I see any 10s coming up, but I don't think I do. But in terms of tarot, 10 is a completed cycle. So all of the cycles that you've completed are done and over with, basically. So I feel like that's a lot what's happening in January is a completion of a cycle. And that way you're able to align and start over and everything like that as well. So the black dice are going to be something significant that might not be your favorite, but it's something that needs to shake up in your life for a specific reason. Something needs to happen and change, and it's going to change for the better. Ooh, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, so potentially that could be right off the bat with like what is that? Is it the second week, maybe? 2nd/3rd week, from the 9th and the 10th of January. Could be pretty significant. It could be where everything just starts to get the ball rolling, so to speak. I love that we almost got the exact same thing. It's very interesting. And then, of course, the red dice, even though they look orange on camera, are going to be for your love specifically. Whatever's coming in for your love as far as numbers and things go could add up to your birthday or whatever it is. But this is going to be actually love derived specifically. Love targeted, love rolled, however. Oh my god. 2, 3, 5. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay. So I love when the white and the red match perfectly, because that is really great. So definitely something on the 10th is going to be pretty significant for you. Now, a lot of times people are like, I don't feel anything happening. You might not actually feel it, and that could be the trust in the universe that you need to have as well. It might not be something that you feel right off the bat. And we're going to be doing the lucky number dice and seeing what's coming in specifically. If this nails a 5 or a 2 or a 3, I'm going to be very entertained. Ooh. Dogs are going off for some reason. Oh, it's a 5. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. So 5s in terms of numerology is like, especially if you see 555, it's like things are happening, things are coming in. It is the halfway point in terms of the 10. It is the halfway point, of course. So it's like things are coming in. You're not done yet. You're not done growing, and the universe is not done giving you what you've asked for. So I feel like in January there's going to be a lot of things coming in for you very intensely. And like I said, of course, we have the channeled message that I did while pulling the cards. Don't be so hard on yourself. You are perfect to me. You don't need to change. I feel like for some of you, that is something that y'all needed to hear in a big way. Very big way. Don't be so hard on yourself. And a lot of what is happening is when you feel like you have no control of your life, or you feel like you can't control what's happening right now. I feel like for a lot of you, you needed to hear this. Don't be so hard on yourself. Things are happening for whatever reason. But also, there's a lot of things that are going to stop happening in January, and you're going to be able to move actually forward, or feel like you can move forward. This one was a little bit more heavy than I intended it to be. My apologies. But group number 2, this is what I have for you. This is your January. What's coming in? This is your love. This is soulmate. This is going to be a alignment between you and another person. I feel like for a lot of you, this alignment, this chit chat that you're going to have with this person is just going to be like none other that you've ever had before. This is going to be one of those relationships that you can relax. It's going to be one of those relationships that you can breathe. And until next time, y'all, know yourself and know your power. Bye. Hello, group number 3. If this is the pile that you were drawn to because you were curious about the number 3, or if you were curious about the Thunder card, this is going to be your January 2021 Soulmate prediction. So we're going to be starting with some tarot cards. We have a nice, chunk of a deck. It's not going to be anything super crazy, but it's definitely going to be something that is, we have quite a few cards to get through. But going to be doing the channeled messages as well. So this was a message that I felt needed to be written down, that I kept getting very, very much as I was drawing your cards. So, first card that we have here is Two of Pentacles. Now, this card deck has crystal associations and then a phrase down here. So, Malachite is the card, or the crystal associated with the card, and then I calmly make the best decision possible. So, I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be a moment of January coming in and really just deciding exactly what you want to do, when you want to do it type of situation, which I love. The next card we have is the Eight of Cups with Aquamarine. I accept my situation without resistance. So usually the Eight of Cups is the card about emotionally moving on. So I feel like for some of you, it could be emotionally moving on. There is something that is no longer in your favor. There's something that's no longer serving you. So I feel like for some of you, you're just moving away from the BS. Especially because the next card that we have is the Ten of Swords with, oh god, Sugilite? Sugilite sounds better. I don't know how to pronounce that one, I'm sorry. And then I see the truth in this ending. So I feel like, not that something's going to be ending dramatically in January, but I feel like for some of you right now, you've noticed an ending of some sort in some way for a very specific reason. I feel like for some of you you're having to recognize when things no longer serve your purpose. You're just, moving away from it, essentially. I feel like for some of you, it might be moving away from a relationship that isn't the greatest. It's causing you stress and anxiety. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're moving away from that. So there was supposed to be 5 tarot cards. You ended up with 6, an extra one snuck in there. So the next one we're going to have is the 5 of Wands with Garnet. And I stand my ground and look for peace. So I feel like you're looking for peace for your heart a little bit, because Garnet does help represent your heart. So I feel like it's a lot of peace. It's a lot of looking for things to help you in general move on, be a better person, what have you. And I really do believe that for some of you, you might have felt like, the dating world was so competitive that you just kind of put yourself on lockdown a little bit. Next one we have is the 7 of Swords with, again, the Sugilite. I take great care of what I value. So I feel like for some of you, I feel like this one, for some people, is a bit of a self-sabotage card. You don't really believe you deserve love or whatever it is, so you kind of just tell yourself that it's not worth it. But I feel like for a lot of you as well, this is a person with the, I take great care of what I value type situation of someone coming into your life and really showing you how much they value you. They value your personality. They value everything about you. And I feel like it's a situation that person's going to be coming into your life in January and helping you see who you really are and see yourself and see how they see you as well. The next one we have is the 4 of Cups with Aquamarine. I listen to my heart and follow my knowing. So I love the 4 of Cups. It's a card about everything that you're doing. Whoops. All right, that's fine. So everything that you're doing, it's not that you're doing it like wastefully or anything like that, but the things that are coming into your life is so much better than you thought it possible, because there is a lot coming into your life. You're kind of, not always seeing the bigger picture, but there's a lot coming into your life that the universe is kind of trying to throw at you. You're so focused on what you see right here that the universe is trying to give you something better right behind. So I love that. Next one we have is a fiery climax approaches with the full moon in Aries. So I feel like for a lot of you, that's going to be that thunder. I love how you got a thunder card as well. And then, of course, with the fiery climax. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's just this end. The end to the anxiety, the end to the competition, the end of feeling like crap. I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be your life in January, your soulmate coming in and letting you know with that fiery climax, basically, just things coming into your life in such a big way in January that you're just going to be so surprised at how amazing it is with the 4 of Cups. You don't realize how amazing it is until you really see it. Okay, so I don't look at these cards before I draw them. I'm just as surprised as you are. So a new romantic cycle begins, full moon in Libra. I love this. And I also love how you got a full moon and a new moon card, because that's pretty much like the whole month is going to be one thing after another, kind of. But it's a good thing. A new romantic cycle begins. If you're single, beautiful. If you're in a relationship, the end to the anxiety, the end to the feeling like you're being competitive and whatnot could be outright your partner. Because there's a lot of blue here, I see. So, of course, it's a lot of blue, a lot of talking to your partner, speaking your mind, opening up your throat chakra to have a conversation with this person. So I feel like for a lot of you, it could be, that. A lot of talking to your person about a lot of things. Whoops. And letting your feelings be known. That way things can work on getting better. We have quite a few animal spirit cards. So the first one is a seahorse spirit, watch and wait. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be not a lot of like, watch and wait to see what happens type of thing. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be a watch and wait because there's more coming into your life that is just going to be way better. Just so much better than you thought it could possibly be, basically. The next one we have is the Electric Eel Spirit. Bring your ideas to life. So I feel like that one would be very much about quite literally bringing your ideas to life, manifesting everything that you're wanting and dreaming and trying to desire into your life. You're desiring a new partner. You're desiring a person who listens to you for a lot of you. And I feel like this is going to be something that, like, quite literally just write it down, because that's taking your thoughts and putting it out into the universe and giving it a physical form. The next one we have is the Armadillo Spirits and set healthy boundaries. I love that. So this is very much about quite literally setting healthy boundaries and also understanding that your feelings and emotions are valid. And by speaking your truth, opening up your heart and your mind to yourself as well, you'll be able to accomplish that. I feel like this person coming in is going to help you with that. If you're not single, if you are in a relationship, I feel like this could be just a bit of an epiphany or an aha moment that your partner has, that if you are having a bit of a struggle with them, they're kind of being a putz or whatever, they're going to stop, or they're going to work on stopping. That way things can get better between you two. But if you're single, this person is going to make you feel whole. This person is going to make you feel amazing. They're going to make you kind of believe in love again in a way. So then the last one for this little segment of cards is the Squirrel Spirit with believing in yourself. Like I said, believing in yourself. This partner coming in is going to help you believe in yourself. They're going to help you realize how amazing you really truly are, which I love. That's very exciting. The next one we have is Spiritual Evolution with Set Your Heart Free. I feel like for a lot of you with that, feeling like the dating world is so competitive and whatnot, I feel like for a lot of you, you put your heart on lockdown, so you're not really that excited about anything anymore. So I feel like this, like I said, this person coming in is really going to help you feel like love exists, essentially. Like there is this new hope, new foundation for love that you really didn't think was possible before. This next one is She of the Lotus. I love this card, but it's also one of those things too with like understanding that you are an amazing person and you will rise up, quite literally how a lotus rises up from the muck and the mud in the water, is that you will literally rise like a phoenix. If you like that terminology better, you'll be able to really accept yourself and see how amazing you really are as a person and everything, which I really love. So we're going to be drawing some letters and see what we can get for you, doing letters and number dice as usual, and then I'll read the channeled message last. Oop, that's okay. All right, so I do see car, C-A-R, so some of you might be going on a bit of a trip or something like that. There is the space, and the space represents a need to pause, essentially. So there's going to be things coming into your life that you're really going to want to pause a little bit. You're going to want to understand where you are coming from, understand your feelings, understand that you are valid, whatever it is. I feel like there's another word. I see roar as well. I see car, and then I see roar. Let's see if I can get this down here. Oops. So I feel like for some of you, that's not right. There we go. It's going to be a moment of, like I said, standing up for yourself and really taking that thunder into account, really understanding that your feelings and everything are valid, and so therefore you deserve love, you deserve happiness and everything. And I feel like this person coming into your life, the ball is going to start rolling in January, and you're going to really hear that for the first time. Going to be doing these dice. The white ones are going to represent something pretty significant in your life and seeing what's going to be popping up for you for your January. All right, so we got 1, 5, and 6. So 1, 5, and 6 is very interesting. So I feel like for that, it could be, you know, something significant with the 12th or something like that, like towards the middle of the month potentially is when, you know, things start to really pick up for you in a really good way, however you want to look at that type of situation. And there's also like the thunder is 5 and 6, and of course you got 5 and 6 as well if you want to kind of kick off the 1 at first. January, 5 and 6, 5 and 6. So it could be, you know, 5 in terms of things are picking up, things are happening, things are working, and really going towards being very important and significant and exciting for you, which I do hope. Oops, dropping my dice. Let's see if I can get this dice without knocking my camera down. Oh, and I probably bopped that. Okay, so the black dice are going to represent something significant as well, but this is something that needs to change. Something needs to happen in your life because it's not working for you anymore, so therefore it needs to just be a little bit more different. So we're going to see what we have for that. Two, 4, and 5. Okay. We did get another 5, so I feel like 5 might be pretty significant potentially for you in January. So maybe the 5th is going to be something important that you might want to pay attention to a little bit. And then of course we have the red dice that always look orange on camera, and we're going to be seeing what's popping up for your life and your love specifically. These are the love dice. This is going to be what's popping up for your love. I'm very curious if we get a 5 since we have 5 in both of those. So I'm very curious if we get another 5. What's going to be happening in terms of, can we pinpoint something with a date number-wise? We did get a 5, 3, 5, and 6. So there's a progression here, of course. So 6 probably is going to be pretty significant, but we have 1, 2, and 3 as well, and then 5s in each of them. So I feel like 5 is going to be something pretty significant. Like I said, with the 10 of Swords, things are happening, things are finally coming to a close. The 5 is coming in to let you know that things are happening for a reason, and the universe has pretty big plans. They're good plans. Don't freak out. They're good plans, but definitely the universe is letting you know that things are happening. And for some of you, if this at the beginning of the month, if a relationship does end, and then you start a new relationship that is just a million times better in the end of the month, it's pretty much just letting you know with that 4 of Cups, the universe had bigger plans for you. Now I'm really curious if this rolls a 5, so we'll see. We can get something with the specific looking number dice here. Oops. Well, let me see if I can find that little guy. Okay, we're going to try that again and hopefully not throw it across the table. So let's give that one more wiggle. My goodness. Okay. Okay, so it landed on a 2. So I feel like 2 is going to be this person coming in. There's going to be something intense, something good, a new romantic cycle beginning. I feel like there's a lot of, especially because that's the balance scales, that balance, that 2, that duality. You got the 2 of Pentacles here. I feel like there's going to be just a lot of balance happening for you in this coming month, which I really love. And this is just really great. I really want to know how this resonates for some of you, if you know exactly what I'm talking about, or it could be a situation where you won't know diddly squat until January hits, but very curious. So we're going to be reading your channeled message to see. Believe in me. I love you more than words can say. I'm sorry. So like I was saying, like this is like, for some of you, this is like kind of relearning a bit of a relationship if you are in a relationship right now. But for some of you, this I'm sorry is going to resonate, and some of you won't. Like I said, this is separate because it was like not an afterthought, but it popped up last minute. So this popped up at the very end when I was pulling all of the cards. So I feel like this is going to be a bit of a, you know, moment of you forgiving someone. If you, like I said, if you are in a relationship and you're forgiving this person, it could be very much with that. Maybe also for some of you, that watch and wait could mean exactly that. You know, wait to see how this person reacts to things. Wait. Okay, sorry about that, but so I feel like you, could end up, feeling like you need to give up or something like that when it comes to your relationship, and then this person really coming around and actually surprising you. So I really hope that that is the situation, or this person just could end up coming into your life and surprising you anyways. So this is what I have for you, pile number 3. I really do wish you the best. I feel like January is going to be a good month for you. It sounds a little intense, but it's definitely going to be a good month for you. So let me know if this resonates. Definitely, comment. I love hearing from you guys. I really do. And then until next time, pile number 3. Know yourself and know your power. Bye. Hello, pile number 4. You one who chose a beauty way. I'm also very curious about this one myself with that big old lotus in the front. So I'm very curious to see what y'all have going on for your soulmate reading for January. And then, of course, we have the channeled message here that was something that kept popping up pretty often the entire time that I was drawing cards for you. So we will see what has in store for that. So the first card that we have here is the 9 of Cups with Aquamarine and I trust in the flow of life. So I love this. This is all the wishes, all of the things that is in your life that you're thinking about, everything that you are wanting to manifest in your life, you're pretty much going to get, which is great. Pretty perfect for people that are trying to manifest the perfect soulmate into their life right now. The next one is the Death card with Phantom Quartz. Wow. I let go and embrace new beginnings. So there's something brand new that's happening. The old is dying off and the new is starting to come in. So there is definitely going to be something coming in for your January that is just going to be right off the bat very exciting. You're going to be very glad that you waited around for January type of situation, that things are going to be happening in such a great way. It's a big old butterfly and everything like this is going to be very exciting for your January. Page of Pentacles with Pyrite. I am open to opportunities for personal growth. So that's pretty, like the pages are studious cards. And then, of course, the Pentacles is all about learning and like getting grounded. It's the suit that represents Earth. So definitely getting more grounded and things like that as well. Especially because we have this lotus growing up from the muck in the water, which I absolutely love. The next one is the Knight of Wands with yellow calcite. I make decisions without pressure. So I feel like for this as well, a lot of you are very confident in your decision-making process. You're very confident in the decisions that you make and things that you are doing and everything. Next is the Knight of Wands with yellow calcite. I make decisions without pressure. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're really making decisions. You're really confident in your decision-making process. You don't really take crap from anybody type situation. You're very determined. You're very headstrong. You make cautious decisions, but you don't let your whole decision-making process basically control you in a way. So then the next one, or the last one, for tarot, goodness, the Hanged Man with selenite. I can see this situation another way. So I feel like for a lot of you coming in, you're very confident with your decision-making process because you've given yourself a new way of looking at things. You've probably started to look at love a new different way as well. So I feel like for most of you, you're definitely going to be able to really, see things clearly and be able to do things pretty easily and really just go for it in a way, which I really love. A lot of you are just going to be really rising up with this lotus and everything. So you're really just going to be going towards doing things really, which I personally love. The next card you have here is the first quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. So I feel like for some of you, your determination, if you are really wanting to draw in the love of your life or whatever. I feel like for some of you, that's really going to be a bit of a test in January. Not going to be a bad one, just probably, the universe might throw you a few curveballs to see if it's really what you want, if you're absolutely sure that this is who you want to be with. The next card is going to be, it's time to release negativity with the full moon in Scorpio. So I feel like a lot of this, you got a first quarter moon and then a full moon, so I feel like not the entire month is going to be super crazy, but it could just be a situation where a lot of the month is just going to be very transformative, pretty much just like the lotus. It's time to release negativity. Take time to take yourself and your own mind and your own your own emotions into consideration, which I feel for some of you might not do all the time. I feel like for this person as well coming into your life, they're going to help you release negativity, help get out of any karmic cycles that you may still be in or anything like that as well. The next one we have here, we have some animal spirit cards. This is Koi Fish Spirit. I love this card. There is always enough. So there's always enough time. There's always enough love. This person coming into your life, I feel like, is really going to help you see that, because you might not always see that, which can be a little bit of a struggle for some of you sometimes. The next one here is the Crow Spirit. Co-create with spirit. A lot of you are being called by your spirit guides to hear what they are trying to tell you, to grow, to be able to understand what they are trying to bring into your life. Some of you may not feel that your soulmate has come into your life because of, whatever reason, whether it's because you haven't been able to really hear your spirit guides or anything like that. But I feel like for a lot of you, you're being called to spirit. Spirit is trying to let you know that the perfect person is on the way. I feel like that's very much what's happening. The perfect person is on the way. It will just take a hot minute before they can get here type of situation. The next one we have here is the Peacock Spirit with Let It Shine. Let yourself shine. Let your personality, let everything about you shine through. This person coming into your life is going to appreciate you. They're going to love you. They're going to show you how amazing and just enamored by you they really are. But you do have to let your personality shine through. Ooh, with the Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. So I feel like a lot of you probably don't do that, or maybe you need to, or something along those lines, because some of you are not, you need to work on confidence a little bit, and I feel like this person coming into your life is really going to be able to help you be more confident, and they're also going to just show you some love that you might not have had in a previous relationship, to the point where it's going to really shine through and really help you reclaim yourself by giving you the room to be confident and to show your true colors and everything like that as well. The next card here is Cosmic Ancestors. Voice your concerns. So I feel like for some of you, you're not doing that. Like I said, you're being called. Your ancestors are trying to help you in a really big way. They're trying to show you things. They're trying to help you be more yourself. They're trying to help you in just a really big way. And so letting your intentions be known, manifesting exactly what it is that you desire, is really going to help you along the way. And the last card we have here is the Heart Chakra, unfurling back to love. I love this. This really is right off the bat exactly that, letting you be able to heal your heart, be able to grow, and be able to hear that this person really does care for you. The person coming into your life really does care for you. This is going to be a relationship unlike anything you've ever had, I feel like, which is admittedly a common theme of what I've been doing today. So there's going to be a lot coming in for you that a lot of you are just going to be so excited, and I really love that. So we're going to be drawing the numbers, or wrong letters, I always do that, and see what we can get for your January. Okay. So we have TH, we have two, okay, we have 3 H's. There's a V, there's a B, and an M. Very interesting. So that definitely could be someone's initials or anything like that. I kind of want one more. Kind of just want one more to see if there's... Okay, well, H apparently is going to be very significant. It could be your initials, it could be your partner's initials, it could be your future partner's initials, but I feel like H is going to be pretty intense for you. And we're going to be drawing, or rolling rather, the numbers and see what we can get. Start with the white dice. These, of course, are going to be everything significant that is coming into your life that is going to be very empowering in a way, very positive. All right, we got 1, 4, and 5. Oops, 2, 4, and 5, excuse me. So I'm very curious, because that's almost a progression. So I'm very interested to see if, that's very interesting, because I feel like the middle of the month, middle of January is going to be where like a lot of this is happening. A lot of things are changing and going on with you. So I feel like the middle of the month, towards the middle, is going to be pretty intense, pretty significant. Not intense in a bad way, in a good way. So the black dice are going to be something that's no longer fulfilling in your life. You did get the death card, so there's something that needs to die off, and this is probably going to be around the time that that happens, potentially. We have 1, 4, and 5 again. Okay, so definitely something with the 4th and the 5th potentially is going to be pretty significant. So maybe not so much the middle of the month, maybe something a little bit more towards the beginning of the month, and then things start to calm down for some of you towards the end of the month. And then, of course, these red dice, even though they always look orange on camera, are love specifically, what is coming in for your love directly, and what is going to be an important date, potentially, for love in January. Ooh, I was going to say if we get another 4 and a 5, but we kind of did. We got a 5 and a 6. 1, 5, and 6. It's very interesting. Very interesting. So definitely the 5th is going to be intense. H's and 5s are going to be quite the thing for you this month. So we're going to be rolling the lucky number dice specifically to see what lucky numbers are going to be coming in for you for January, or lucky number rather. We'll see here. Okay, a 4. I was going to say, please let it be a 5, but the 4 is all about balance. This could literally be the person coming in, that person that's going to help you rise out from the ashes, so to speak. This person coming in is going to be pretty intense, but it's going to be that intensity that you really need and you really want. The 4 is, of course, going to be very interesting because this is the 4th group, but also I feel like this is more like the 4 of Wands. Very much the 4 of Wands energy for you, which I really, really personally love. And then we're going to see specifically what your channeled message was. This one was longer than everybody else's. I miss you. Being apart is painful. I'm manifesting you as you are manifesting me. I'm following the path that leads me to you. And I love this. This was a situation that I feel came up for you because I feel like your person is also kind of like a lotus flower and really rising up and everything as well. And both of you are hitting pretty significant points where things are going to be coming into your life at the same time in a way, potentially. So that could be a lot of synchronicities happening for the both of you around the same time. So I'm very curious if this resonates. Definitely let me know. I love hearing from you guys. I really do. So definitely comment, like. I am always willing to hear from you guys. I really do love it, especially when people let me know that things resonate and when they resonate and how and everything. I really do love it. So pile number 4, this is what I have for you. Be like the koi fish and just, I love that it's kois and lotus is very cute. So definitely just live in your little pond and you will find your perfect mate. And it's definitely going to be happening probably very soon. More than likely, things are going to start the ball rolling in January. So until next time, pile number 4, this is what I have for you. And know yourself and know your power. Bye.